everyone, welcome to the second week's of free newsletter for Mind Money Method, and it's the 20th of January 2016, and a very warm welcome back. So just thought I'd kick off this week's free weekly video with just a reminder of our website, mindmoneymethod.com, and our economic calendar. And I've always stressed and spoken in previous videos saying that, we are technical traders, and we base, 99% of everything we do is based on the technicals and indicators of what we see in the markets, and mainly based around the price action, giving us the highest probability when it comes into a trade, and obviously to try and make that money and grow our business, our trading pot. So, but we do normally come to this, as part of our checklist. We always will come to our economic calendar, and we always will look for a big news announcement. And the reason we do, just as a reminder, because folks have asked, why do we use the economic calendar and what's it there for? So I thought I'd just present a little bit on it, just to give an explanation. So, what we basically do is we will come here and we will look at a particular, say, currency pair. Let's say we're trading cable, which is British pound to the US dollar, and we were about to enter in a trade, so an intraday trade. So we're about to go in on maybe a 1 hour chart, or a 3 or 4 hour chart, or something to that effect, that could base our trade on an intraday basis. We will definitely want to have a look and see if there's any big news announcements. And normally when there is 3 bulls in a row, like those red bulls in a row, this tells us that there's going to be pretty much quite a big news announcement that may affect that particular market, that particular currency pair. So what we will do is we certainly will come over here and have a look and see, right, what is this? And we'll say average earnings index plus bonus, and it actually gives a full-on explanation of the average earnings index, measures change in price, business, and the government paid for labor. And then coming down over here, we'll say a higher than expected reading should be taken as a positive bullish for the British pound, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as a negative bearish for the British pound. So the actual was 2%, where forecast was 2.1, previous was 2.4. So that's lower, so potentially it's a negative bearish indication for that particular currency pair. So then there was also the same thing about the claimant count change, and that gives its explanation and its forecast. So it could be one would offset the other depending on what the currency is, and it could be one is a negative or a bullish bearish. So bearing on that particular currency. So at 1:30 UK time, because it's set to the UK, that's where I'm based, which is just gone on. The US dollar, it's building permits, and the core CPI, and these are 2 big news announcements. So, if we were trading cable, we will want to see what's going on, and then at least that will then say, right, because sometimes that can have a move in the market where there could be a bit of a sell-off, or in one direction selling off, or obviously buying into the market. So the bears are in charge, or the bulls, either way, if we're buying or selling. So this is what we will always do to try. But obviously, if we're in a swing trade, and we've been doing this for a number of days, sometimes it doesn't have so much of an effect in our particular trade. But we will always look at this economic calendar on mindmoneymethod.com's website, and we will see what that is. So since we've spoken about US dollar and the British pound, which is cable, why don't we go and have a look at we'll first start off with the dollar index, and we'll see over here, there hasn't been, we did mention last week that there's been a bit of a technical uptrend, not a very strong technical uptrend, and I think it was, we were looking last week, I can't remember, somewhere around here to say, where's price? Are we going to push up to the top? This is a 10,000 or 100,000 on some charts, but 10,000 over here. Are we going to get to this 10,000 mark? And how is price going to react? Well, price hasn't really even pushed up to that point, really. It's just kind of now flatlined a little bit about over here. Although technically we're still in a slight uptrend, although it's not a very strong uptrend at all. So it's pretty weak on the US dollar index. So how does that equate to other particular currencies that involves the dollar? So if we do look at the British pound, we do know that there has been an exceptionally big sell-off on the British pound, i.e. the base currency, the British pound, has been selling off against the US dollar. Therefore, it's been weakening against the US dollar. So the news announcements that came out today what we've just gone on to the economic calendar, we can see that, you know, price did go down, but it's pushed its way back up. So the bulls have actually tried to push its way back up. But overall, the market for the British pound is in quite a decline. And, you know, there are maybe fundamental reasons why they could be, but we concentrate mainly on the technicals, and the technicals is showing me that on the British pound, it's the lowest it's obviously been at this stage to the US dollar, the British pound to the US dollar, for a good period of time. And where we'll get probably even a better look at that is if we go to the weekly and we see what's going on. I mean, we go all the way back to 1976, and we'll see in and around this 1.4, even here, 1.4 mark. I mean, you know, that's basically been quite a few touches in and through a long period of time. Only once did it really around about the 1983 to, you know, 1985 mark, there about 1985, 86, there about that time, where it really got to almost a parity level on 1-to-1. And, well, you know, we're at this area now. So it's quite an area. It's broken around this the 1.5 mark. It's come down and we've broken on further. But potentially, could the British pound further weaken against the dollar? Absolutely, yes, it could. So, but we are not betting people. You know, we try and trade in highest probability. We try and use our technicals, our price action, our technical indicators to give us the highest probability of where price is going. And if I look at the daily, and I look at the weekly, and I look at the monthly, you know, we are looking at, you know, we still got downward momentum, downward movement, although this candle over here has a little bit of indecision taking place today, even with some of those bigger news announcements that's taken place. So it hasn't had much on effect, but overall we certainly are a great trending chart. I love this chart. I mean, folks, if there's going to be a chart that I'm going to be looking to trade off, it would be a chart similar to this. And I have had trades in this, the British pound to the US dollar. And I have made money on this because it's, you know, to say the word it's easy for someone who's starting off, I think that's probably the wrong terminology, because you've got to get good at it. You've got to understand what a trend is. You've got to understand all the basics. If you don't know the basics, then it's very difficult to make the right assessment and get the highest probability trade. So looking at this chart, it's just got everything. It's got the small price action. It's got my moving averages flowing in the right order, my MACD and RSI. We are in agreement, which means we are converging with price action. And all in all is really good. But also, once again, the weekly is also looking very good as a chart. So, you know, folks, really, I mean, I could go on and talk. There's quite a lovely few charts out there where it's got lovely trends. I mean, one, if we just go even to, I think, or Brent crude, I actually took for this a couple of days ago, just to show you, folks. I mean, here's another chart where it's had lovely trending, and I still see this price action as to fall a little bit further, but we actually are in a trade to show you that you know, you can make money, and at the end of the day, you don't have to have a big account size, because I always hear people saying, how much, you know, do I have to make, or it's all, you know, how much do I have to trade with? And, you know, I wanted to put this trade on to just show you that it is using one of our strategies, but that you would find on our courses if you were interested. But, you know, overall, you know, we're up, what's this, you know, small amount, £180. It's a gain of £57 today. And, you know, I haven't traded. It's one contract. It's a small amount, and the risk is, you know, and the risk to win ratio is quite good. But I won't get into that on this video because it's a free video. These are all the things we teach in our courses. But it's just to show that you can make money. You don't have to, you know, risk. You just got to risk what you are comfortable with, and that you can make small amounts of money. And if you made £150 or £160 a day trading, would you be happy with that? Would you be happy with £50 trading a day? You know, that just matters up to you. But you don't have to have all these big numbers and, you know, £1 million. Obviously, if you've got a trading pot of, you know, 100 million or something to that case, then sure, you could trade at 1 million. But who has that? Unless you one of the biggest, richest men in the world. So us private traders, we don't need to have these huge pots, and we can have small account sizes, and we can actually make money. So this is just another video to show you that money can certainly be made. Another good trending trade, which is also, we got a small trade on, just to show you that we can make money off small account sizes, and as long as we've got a lovely trending screen, is here. What are we? We're up 75 Canadian dollars, so nothing massive. It's a very minimal risk trade, and there's obviously profit to be made. We are in profit, and I'm expecting to make. But once again, we've come in and out of this market for quite a while. We've known where to get in and where to get out. We've understood what it takes. We don't want to be greedy, but we've come in and out of this market also quite nicely. And as you can see, the US dollar to the Canadian dollar, that's just been a market that's been going up for quite a period of time. Lovely trending markets, and it's a market where you can make money off, which we are. And we can continue to keep doing that, which is fantastic. Where I think there was another one, we've got the Japanese yen. Where is this? Over here. It is the, oh no, it's not that market over there. But I mean, this is also another market. We're starting to trend. We're taking off on the monthly, the weekly. We're starting to go into a downtrend. We're in a downtrend on the daily. So there's a really good trending markets out there, folks. Here it is. Here, I mean, we're in a small trade over here as well, just to show you don't need a big pot size. This is just really, all these trades were put on to show you that you need, to not even risk more than 1% of your trading account, and you can trade with a small amount of money, and you can still, make the required funds to actually make money off good trending market. So all the trades that we've got on are all on downtrending markets or uptrending markets, but there's clear trend, there's clear direction. We're not gambling, we're treating it like a business, and we're in profit on every single trade, which is fantastic. So we'll actually go. So what's the plan for the week? Well, obviously to just manage the trades that I am in, and to actually see what's going on with the dollar index and how we can compare it to the other markets. But certainly my plan for the rest of the week is to keep an eye out for these downtrending and good uptrending markets, and to make obviously to enter into the right time, and to make sure I exit out of the right time. But for me, for the trades that I am in, I think I'm in on about 5 at this point in time, because the markets are so good, is to manage my trades correctly, and to make sure that I take profits as I go along, and that I can be sitting with trades that will eventually be in full-on profit, where I don't have to worry or stress about anything, and I can just carry on and let the trade run and manage it properly, and obviously make some great returns on the money that I've invested into the market. So that's it from this week for Mind Money Method. Once again, happy trading, and I wish you all a fantastic week ahead. And please go visit our website. We've got great courses, we've got great support products coming in, and we would love to be working with you into 2016 and show you that making money from the markets as a retail trader is totally possible. And we want to show you how we do it and how to treat it like a business. So happy trading, everyone, and we will speak to you next week. Thank you.